Hello, everybody.
And welcome to another not toolbox stream this week.
Another
kind of toolbox.
the first. It's another first. That's what it is. We're in the end, which means that the stream.
This week's stream.
The stream is gonna get insane latency unless I look at the ground, I guess. Let's go. So we're taking a break because the last 5 streams we have worked on bees, and we are getting a worrying amount of well, there's a bit of a backlog to deal with, but we're also, before we start looking at the pull requests on GitHub for new modules, I will mention that Metallurgy is now downloadable from the website, if you didn't see the tweet about that earlier. So you can actually get Metallurgy for 1.13 and 1.14 in your world from gm4.co now. And we're going to be looking at end fishing, which we started streaming and developing that a while ago, and Blue Psycho Ranger kind of picked up where we left off and has, we believe, finished it. Oh, he believes, we believe. So we're going to start this stream by having a look at that and seeing how it all works. If you join the server, you can log in and you'll be able to do some end fishing yourself to see what cool loot you can fish up from the void. Yeah, that's I think how we're going to start. What are you doing, Blue?
I'm just talking to PPR because this module threw an error.
The module threw an error.
yeah. That's
off to a great start.
Up to PRs. Change of plan.
Okay, we're gonna look at end fishing later, like we always planned, and hop over to PRs. So, for those of you who don't know, we manage the entire Gamemode 4 system now. What am I doing? gm4.co. So all of the modules listed on this on our website are including the Metallurgy one, which you can now get under the Metallurgy category, of which there is only currently the one. All of these are actually generated from our GitHub. So the GitHub has a folder per module, and we have also a folder for the base, which contains the clock. And my website will merge the clock with the module and generate a download for every Minecraft version of every module, which is quite nice because after the initial work, it's meant that we've had less needing to be done. But another great thing about the GitHub is that as well as Gamemode 4 admins like myself and Special and Blue being able to work on this and upload everything to this site, people can submit pull requests, which are like tickets where people can say, you should change these files to this code, and you can go through and review them, and if you like the changes, or if somebody suggests a new module, such as this submission here, then you can approve it and review it, which is kind of nice.
Yep. And since it happens a lot sometimes, well, not really a lot, but it's a lot of work to review these. They sort of pile up, and we once in a while do a dev day, which just sparks me and Special, or just part of us, sitting together and looking at these and discussing what to name our next function.
Yes.
They are pretty stressful. Yeah.
We should probably think up names before the stream starts.
But we don't know that we need them until we need them. Is the problem.
Yes,
Make a big list of possible names to pull from it.
Oh, Special, look at it. I've made a dragon wave.
What? I'm in Overworld.
Ooh.
What's copy position? Is that F3C? Yeah.
Please stop messing with that.
Signy. I like it.
Yeah, so if you turn it off,
Whoa.
their mouth position starts when you turn them on. So if you turn them on with a slight delay, you can make a wave.
Shiz asks,
That's cool.
are you thinking of doing any custom models and textures for custom blocks? So one of the rules of Gamemode 4 is that it needs to work without a texture pack, because you can't enforce texture packs on servers. People can either cheat or things can look wrong for them if they decide not to use the texture pack. And often people want to use their own packs as well, and our texture pack might not suit theirs. So we go for vanilla only. We do use custom skulls to create sort of custom blocks. I don't actually have any examples near me at all at the moment of custom blocks. However, we are currently working on an optional Gamemode 4 resource pack, which adds some special models and textures to custom items, so that if you use the texture pack, things will look even better. But our goal is to make things look good without a texture pack, first and foremost, to the best of our ability.
So the issue with texture pack is...
Whispering doesn't help special, they can still hear us.
Sparks, come over here.
Oh, okay, some examples of custom items. Yeah, we've got a... Thank you.
Yeah, so the issue with like custom resource packs or other things that you have to install in addition to the base thing is that people forget that, and it's just a hassle to set up. Like, to pull up an example here, I know I shouldn't do this, but we'll talk about it anyways. Gamemode, he publishes data packs as well, made by F4. What's the name of the guy that does the data packs for Gamemode?
Ease.
Something for dev. No. What is it? It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it.
Well, something. And the way they do their data
M-Space Dev.
M-Space Dev, yeah. The way they do their data packs is probably not up to M-Space Dev, but the way they do it is like you download a bundled zip file, which has a bunch of data packs inside, and they need to call it all capitals unzip me. And I can tell you that not everyone will unzip that. They will put it into their data pack folder and go like, oh, this isn't working. We don't want that to happen. The user experience should be plain and easy. You download a thing, put it into your data pack folder, you start your game up and it works. You don't have to do anything. That's how it should be. User-friendly.
Did we get end fishing working?
Working on it right now?
People are fishing.
Well, yeah, there's a version on it that kind of works in a way.
It looks amazing.
Uploaded, reloading. There we go. Should work now.
I think I remember the first stream we did with this, where we got absolutely baffled by Minecraft projectiles again.
As usual.
Yeah, we were trying to work out like the best way of deciding when the bobber should stop, like when it should like catch in the air, and we got really stuck because projectiles don't have the data you'd expect them to in terms of like movement and things. Projectiles in general have this problem. Bobbers? You can't teleport bobbers. Yeah, that was the other thing. Or it doesn't do.
That would have made it a lot easier.
Wait, you can teleport bobbers? What?
That's what it looks like from here. Because like the bobber it's thrown and then it teleports to the.
Does teleporting a bobber?
Unless that's just a client desync thing.
That's just a client desync when it hooks onto the bobber.
Yeah.
That's dumb. But okay. It really looked like you were teleporting them. I'm like, oh, that would have made this so much easier, like 2 months ago.
And we have these lovely like particles appearing around the bobbers when a.
On the white ones, to be honest. Plus, there's like almost net left here, so it will definitely need some review.
Oh yeah, okay. This is the latest version, or is this some other version?
This is the latest version, yeah.
I'm not sure it doesn't need review, Blue, because this is a problem we had as well, where we're basically saying that as long as there's a bobber somewhere near the armor stand, it'll still hang around because of the way that the catching releasing works. So as long as once all the bobbers in that area are reeled in, the armor stand disappears, it's fine, and I think that's what's happening here.
In that case, we might want to remove that white particle, though, because then you won't notice that there's an armor stand left.
Yeah, or execute off the bobber to play the particle.
Yep.
Would be my suggestion. So if I grab a rod, can I try fishing? And this works with looting as well, right? Doesn't it? And look at the sea and things like that.
What I was stuck with for a while when we did our version. So to get players up to speed here, this module we've tried to create it a long time ago, probably like 4 months ago now. Or 5. And
is it really that long?
Yeah, it has been that long. And in that stream we did a wake draft and we tried some stuff and we came up with like a basic idea. But we never continued working on the module because I was basically up all night to improve it, and the next morning I noticed it won't work the way we were intending to do it. because you basically need an ID to do that. Otherwise, you don't know which bobber belongs to which player. So you need an ID system, an ID scoreboard system to assign values to the bobber and the player.
Oh!
And ours didn't have that. So
Well, I got an advancement. I wonder what's down there, and I got an ender pearl.
yeah,
Delightful.
so
I'm
the
having
advancement was
difficulty
never-
getting the bobber to stay in the air. I don't know if it's just a desync thing, because it just falls into the void more often than not,
Yeah,
it
you
seems.
gotta-
And I don't
you
know if
gotta
that's
get the
just
right
me.
angle.
Are you firing your
That's
bobber
just
straight
me
down?
being weird. No, I tried it upwards, and it I saw the white particle, and it flew right past it, and then died in the void, because then the rod returned to normal.
Huh. Okay.
I'm fairly sure you need to get the right angle, because I just got it.
I mean, I've had none of them fail to catch so far.
What game mode are you in?
Oh, creative.
Okay, I'm in creative too. Wonder if it's a desync.
I don't know.
Try Game Mode 4. Game Mode 4, where you can do / Game Mode 4 shield player.
That was such a weird suggestion.
Did I just get no item, or did the item drop, or what? I got XP.
Yeah, the same thing happened to me. I just.
Because you're supposed to always get something.
Oh, are we on peaceful again?
Oh. It's possible.
Yeah, we are on peaceful. Why are we always set to peaceful?
The server's not being restarted, I don't believe.
Even restarting shouldn't do it, because it's a config file. Server.properties file.
Well, I wonder if the config's set to peaceful.
This is
Or when
fun.
we updated the server to 1.14.
I think that, Blue, you were saying that you were designing it, and I guess BPR probably copied that to match the timings of vanilla fishing.
Yeah, well, he didn't. We never published it, so there was no material to go off of. But I'm fairly sure BPR watched the stream back and got values from that.
Oh, did he start this from scratch?
Yeah, we didn't. We never published the thing because it was an utter nightmare to look at.
Oh. Ooh. You need mint. I'm getting advancements. I'm enjoying
I
this.
still have not
I
caught
like
anything.
these advancements.
Am I the only one that's not able to have a hook in the air? Okay, there it goes. Because that's just like 5 in a row where I threw it, and I saw the white particle, and it went right through it.
Oh,
So it's
that
come
just
into
happened to me.
the armor stand, but it didn't. I'm trying different angles to see what that has to do
It
with
just
it.
happened
but-
to me once. I don't know if it's a huge deal because you don't lose durability on your tool when you do it, when it happens. I don't think, but...
I got an ender rod, ender pearl.
Is BPR around, by the way?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's in the
on
chat. I
server.
see him. Has he been responding to the things I'm saying? Are we in the stream voice, by the way?
We are.
Okay.
How do you know when to reel it in?
There's a sound.
Other than the purple particles, there's
There's
a sound.
effect. Yeah, the purple particle arrives, and then a little while after that you get the sound, because I was originally reading too early.
Shizzy asks, what are your strategies to optimize your data packs? Special, I want to talk about that?
A lot of don't do things you don't have to. It's basically the concept of let the game be lazy.
But
So like
don't let the
if you have
programmer
something
be
that's
lazy.
running and you don't need it to be running all of the time, run it less often. It's pretty much just the biggest one that we do. So
Yeah.
instead of all of our stuff just being run on 20 hertz, which is the easiest clock to make, we run it at 1.25 hertz, which is about once a second. So that way, it's still frequent enough that things happen what seems like in real time, but you're running things 1/16th the amount of time, which is it's a lot easier on the server. We also are looking at things like NBT. Looking at anything's NBT is rather taxing on the server, so
Yeah.
reducing checks like that, using cheaper checks like fake player scores are really supposed to be really fast because it's just name, number, and then you can do whatever you want with it. Whereas if you have to find an entity, any entity selector, the game has to compile a list of every entity that it could be and then slowly cut down that list over and over for every argument until you have whatever entity you're looking for.
So, for example, a way where even if you have to check something very often, even if it has to be instant, like on a 20 hertz, there are better ways to do it. For example, a common way of doing it would be you check on a slow clock for the existence of something, e.g., whether the player is holding the item, and you want to play a particle every tick. If he is, you basically check whether they are holding the item every slow clock pulse, and you set a scoreboard tag or a scoreboard value for the player. A fake player would be best if it's universal. You set that fake player, and then on your 20 hertz, you just check for the fake player. Checking for a fake player on 20 hertz isn't that bad compared to checking for an entity on 20 hertz.
About 3 years ago, I managed a panel at Minecon about this kind of stuff, enhancing vanilla with command blocks, I think it was called. And the two basic rules are: don't run things if you don't have to, and if you do have to run them, don't run them any more often than you need to. I think those are the two main rules to follow, and then after that, just knowing how the game works and how the game processes things, so you can choose to do things in optimal ways, is very helpful.
Yeah, there's a lot of knowing which commands are bad for the game and which aren't. So everything MBT related is pretty taxing, like Special said. Don't do that unless you really need to. And then there are little quirks, stuff that EFLAS don't understand properly, like loot tables. With loot tables, you can do a lot of stuff by now, so you can basically do a part of your computation in the loot table, which is supposedly faster than doing it in-game, especially when it comes to MBT checks. So that also is true for advancements. So if you check for a player holding an item, it's way better creating a fake advancement that is granted to the player once he's holding an item, than having a 20 hertz MBT check, which would be horrible and create a lot of lag. If you want to figure out...
Do we use that in Metallurgy, by the way?
No, we didn't. We
Okay.
should. Of course, that advancement stuff, that is at the cost of making your code less readable, because it's really hard to decipher code when it's not in one file. With advancements, you need to jump between files. It's a nightmare. Yeah, I lost what I was gonna say there. But hey.
It looks like if you miss the fish, your bobber stays in the air, but I haven't seen a second fish approach yet.
Special got knocked off by an endermite.
Thanks for the stuff.
Can I have my stuff back?
I think you can.
I should really... Maybe we should just turn on keep inventory.
Can we get a load of people fishing on this pier? I want to take a screenshot because it looks kind of amazing.
Sure.
If people want to go to the pier to
On the
fish.
pier I am.
Whoops, I lost all my good stuff. Do you want people's names visible? Because I can go turn those on real quick.
No, they're currently visible. I can see them.
Not it's only stage crew and.
Oh, I
No,
see.
I can do that.
Do you want them on? Because I can go do that. I've got a button.
Just leave them off. I think it's fine.
I think Special's just looking for an excuse to use his button.
Oh, I got a gold.
Always.
A gold ingot. It's cursed by the ancient goddess.
I keep getting endermites and dying to them. It's really sad.
I got some nice screenshots. Thanks, guys. Oh, this module looks amazing. There's something about just having your
I'd
hook
still remove that white glimmering particle though.
hanging in the
That
air.
way you can't see when there's an armor stand left behind.
But we just have it execute off the bobber instead.
Or that, yeah. That would work.
How does it know when the little fish guy has gotten to the bobber? Is that just a timer? Does
a
it
timer,
actually use
yeah.
a moving entity?
It's... Oh, I don't know how the
Well, we
particle
just
plays,
use
but it is a...
using entity.
Well, we did it with the timer. I don't know how BPR did his.
No, we did it with like an actual range detection. We had a moving entity that was moving in closer, and once it got close enough, you can catch it.
Aha, okay.
Because sometimes it takes a while after the particle shows up for the sound effect to play. I don't know if that's
That's random, I think. I'm fairly
that's
sure.
just random.
That's what
Okay,
we,
cool.
Yeah, we did it random. I get what Special is saying. I get my bobber falling through sometimes as well,
Oh,
but
I threw my bobber. It went through the cloud it was supposed to, and then landed on Jacko's bobber. It landed on the armor stand Jacko was on.
Oh yeah, you can probably do that.
yeah, you can do it. That was another issue of our old version.
Oh yeah, Sparks, you just
I don't know how
Who
this
runs
version
one
handles
fish?
it, because our old version had issues with that. Like if both of you were on it and Sparks pulled in first, even though there was no fish, then Special would be there forever with not a fish.
let's see what happens.
It looks so cool though.
This feels like it's.
I really
It
wish
could be a
you could
feature.
have it work on like a custom fishing rod, like an end fishing rod.
That would be really
Sorry,
nice.
Dennis.
I don't.
Like the bobber's made out of an ender pearl or something.
That would be so nice.
Quick, turn it into a shamir.
Well, I think the issue would be like associating the bobber with the caster.
This feels like a legit MC feature. Me
Yeah.
and Giovanni were bobbing together.
I'll send it to the Java dev team.
Can you just get XP? Is that a possible thing?
No, somebody-
No, shouldn't be.
Probably stole your loot.
Okay. Oh, one more question. I killed one of the endermites that tried to kill me out of revenge, and it dropped a chorus plant block, which you can only get in creative. Is that intentional, PPR?
Somebody hooked onto me.
Yeah,
We're not on
Jacko.
Tinder, Jacko. Stop poking onto
I'm
me.
using you as a body shield.
Oh, he's not. Is he watching the stream? I saw him in chat somewhere. He disappear?
He disappeared. Oof.
Test it. I don't know if I answered. I can't remember if I answered your question. It doesn't leave the armor stand behind if you miss. If the armor stand is not near a bobber, it will vanish eventually.
Yeah, so if somebody else is fishing nearby, there will be a almost not left behind. But once, like, no bobbers are left, then it will. What's this command block for?
What command block?
What does this do?
It gives you a fishing
I
rod.
see, a fishing rod. I see.
Well, I love this module. I really like it, and I like the pier as well. This is like
Ah!
I'm really happy with
Not
that.
again!
So I
No!
guess
Sparks!
what?
You were in the air when I teleported.
Well, why do you think I'm a sensible person to teleport to?
Alright, so I guess we're
Because
just
you're
gonna
the
leave
shortest
this
name I can type.
Let's leave this here for
I'm
people to
so
test, and we will
brave.
go through PRs. Through PRs during that. Guys, I will put down some barrels for you, so you can store your loot in there, just so we get an idea of what loot we get. There you go. Just dump your loot into that.
I'm in the overworld if you guys would like to teleport to me.
Okay. Do we have a return beacon of some return portal?
People will
One in the
just stay
center.
here. Just let people stay here. They
Oh yeah, you can die.
Oh yeah, we were gonna go look at PRs, I guess.
Yeah. Alright,
Uh,
PRs.
Yes. Are we starting from the bottom?
We're starting at the one that's most streamable.
Okay, well let's have a look. Kill items when count should be set to 0 on Spigot.
Yes. So Spigot prohibits setting the count of an item to 0. So all modules that use that to kill items, for example, mob conversions or mysterious midnights, they had issues with the items not being deleted.
Right.
Ooh.
Mysterious midnights being extremely dangerous since it will just spawn infinite skeletons or infinite zombies from zombie flesh or bones.
Oh, I saw that in Peach's video.
Yeah.
I thought that was
That was-
intentional. I
no,
remember-
that was not intended.
I know that's not how he designed it, but I thought you changed your mind later.
That would have been crazy,
Mm-hmm.
allowing infinite spawns.
Well, it only happens for the night, so it's 10 minutes of infinite spawns.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Why did we set the item to count to 0 instead of just killing them?
Because that was easier. You don't have to do an extra operation just to reduce the count by 1 every time a skeleton is spawned or...
Oh, because it reduces the count by 1 now. That's right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm like, why wouldn't you just use the kill command? But I see.
so we've got
It was a side effect of reducing the count.
mob conversion, resurrecting skeletons, and resurrecting zombies are the three files that are affected.
Yep, they
It's
should be.
referring to a bug fix. 269, and it looks good to me.
Let
looking
me
at the
just
changed files.
Zombify
What
gets
versus?
removed by 1, and if
Oh,
it's
first
0...
They capitalized Spigot denied the pull request. It's already in the score, right? From
Yep. It
Yeah,
pulls it into
store.
the-
get its mobcon data. Yeah, so it's already in the score. It just has to double check that it's actually dead. Test it real quick and then hit apply.
we can't test it.
Why not?
Because we're not on Spigot.
Oh, good point. Valid point.
We can just make sure it looks alright and would be valid code. We won't see a difference, ideally.
I guess we'd have to put it on PS4. PS5, sorry.
I think it's fine, to be honest. At least for Mysterious Midnights.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
see an issue with this.
Yeah, for
Uh,
Mysterious Midnights, it's fine.
Okay.
So that should work. I was looking at mob conversions earlier today as well, and his fix there looks the same as the fix that he did for the witches, which worked.
Which worked?
So I think we're fine to merge this.
Okay. We do usually test in-game, but...
It logged me out of.
Test it says you
GitHub,
probably
why?
want negative testing on non-spigot. I think for non-spigot,
Negative?
it still gets killed automatically because we're
For
removing
non-spigot,
one.
we don't care.
We remove one from the count, and in non-spigot, if you remove one from the count and set the count to 0, it vanishes, it gets killed, and then I guess you could say 0 dot dot instead of dot dot 0 instead of 0.
Oh no, he wasn't saying negative numbers. He wanted to do a negative type, negative test, like check that it doesn't interfere with any other stuff. Sorry.
I think, not sure.
I gotta excuse. The thing is, in German, you usually refer to most things as he.
Fair enough. We'll just stick with they.
Yeah, let's just stick with they.
Oh, sheesh.
Negative testing on non-spigot. Oh, you make sure that it still works outside of spigot.
I'm fairly sure we're fine.
I just realised what you were saying. Yeah.
I'm fairly sure we're fine.
Squash and merge.
Yep, squash and merge.
I'm trying to make a note on a piece of paper and I can't find a pencil in my room because I just emptied all of the pencils out of my room.
2-6.
I thought for a second there you were gonna say, I'm trying to take a note on a paper, but I forgot how to do that. I use only digital stuff these days.
I can't do that. I have a literal notebook just because it's the only way I can convince myself to dedicatedly think about something for a period of time.
Oh, that's interesting. It closed the bug report. I didn't know it did that.
Yeah, it should say closes in in the summary it was like close this thing, and if you merge that, it'll close the bug report.
Right.
It's neat.
Yeah, that is neat.
Okay,
I
next bats explosion.
I just hate taking notes digitally, because on paper you
I
can
can't stand it.
on paper you can just draw whatever you want really quick, and on a PC or a smartphone you've got to get the right app to draw whatever you want first, and then you can't organize it, and at some point you need to switch app because you notice that the app you were starting with doesn't really support the thing you want to do now.
Yeah, that's my problem with like digital writing. I can't, like, if I'm writing like an essay or something, if I don't already know what I'm going to write down, I can't do it for the first time on a computer, because I'll write something and I'll be like, wait, no, I don't know where I want to put that, so let me just start a new line and then rearrange it when I'm done, and I never get to rearranging it.
Yeah.
Which is a mess.
So
Alright, next PR.
the bat's no longer exploding. I believe what basically happened is metallurgy gives bats a diffuse tag.
Does it? I'm not sure.
It
about
does.
that.
I've just pulled it open. I am looking at the actual file. The function file is called diffusemobs.mc function. There's one for the creeper, which literally just gives it a fuse time and explosion radius of 0. And then there's one which just tags bats within 6 blocks with the GM4 diffused bat tag. And then I guess bat grenades itself wasn't ready to respond to that. But this change would do that.
Like, yeah, because we were I made a paper note of this when we first did it. I wrote diffuse to bats, because we were like, oh, we should make bats diffuse, so we added it to metallurgy and then never added it to bat grenades.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Okay, the tags are the same spelling. That's a good.
Yeah, but
And then
I'm worried about performance here.
there is a conversation about performance. Oops.
Yeah, so one thing is there are 2 unless entities here. If you look at the command, there's unless entity tag check, and then there's another unless entity MBT check, and we could combine that into one check.
Oh yeah.
You don't need 2 unless
Which
entities.
should be the same. Well, no, this is slightly less performant than putting them in the same, right? If I'm understanding how selectors work, because as long as you put the tag check before the NBT check,
It will not
it
parse
would
MBT.
first process the tag check, and then check the NBT. So if the
Yep.
tag's not there, it won't bother checking the NBT.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
But only for some
Where's Crop when you need him? Crop, Masode, please confirm. I don't want to be wrong.
Also, this entire command, it starts on s type equals bat, so we could just put that entire tag equals diffuse check into that first check. Oh, I remember our thought now. So the reason why the unless... Never mind. Ignore me.
Oh, Super Jury makes a good point. It's not in one check because it has to be an or, not an and.
Yep.
But we can do tag equals not GM4 diffused bat.
But they have to. It has to. If either of those 2 conditions are true, it can't explode. Is the thing.
Yep.
Right, it's an or, not an and.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has to be 2
Oh,
tags.
what you're saying is move that tag check up ahead.
Yeah, but
So-
that won't work either, because then
So just eliminate diffused bats before the distance check to players instead of after.
Yes. Yeah, that would work. Just do as at e type equals bat, tag doesn't equal GM4 diffused bat. Would still remove one subcommand.
That's putting it in the very first check on that online too.
And in theory, that would also do less distance checks to players.
Yep. And it has to go through the list of entities anyways, so might as well do the tag check. I'm gonna change that in this commit. Can I? Are we allowed to mess with this?
I feel like there is this.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
There is a
Yes.
way to edit, or at least suggest changes. Oh yeah, there's an
I'm-
edit button.
I'm
If
editing
you,
it.
if you hit the yeah, there's an end
I'm
button.
making an edit.
And then after that, I can pull it to the server for quick testing if you'd like.
Yep, that would be cool.
Sounds good.
Wait, why would I be pulling from Misode? No, 265, 267. What?
267, yeah.
267. Pull 267, computer. It pulled 256 instead. Probably because I hit a button weirdly. And this is just a change to back grenades.
Alright, I've made the change. Guys, let's talk about mobile keyboards, by the way.
Ah, yes, the conversation everyone was waiting for. They come here for that more than our function naming discussions.
Tessa makes a good point. She says it would be nice if they stopped squeaking when diffused as well.
Oh, that's true. They should.
Oh yeah, so cutting it out at the beginning would do that, right?
Isn't the play sound? Play sound is a separate line, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's up.
Oh, do
top.
we not do a function on them?
Yeah, why don't we do a function on?
It's just run from main.
Oh, because they do the sound farther than the exploding.
Yes.
So the distance is different already.
Right.
Yeah,
that's
and
right.
it's ASNet.
So I guess
we
can just do the same thing to line 1
Yes.
then.
Do you want to do that, Sparks, so that the viewers can see it?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, let's talk about mobile.
Have you pushed
guys.
your change?
I've pushed my change.
Yeah, I can see his change from my end, so he has pushed his change.
Well, I'll literally just
Alright, so
copy what
let's-
you did then.
Let's talk mobile keyboards.
I have a feeling we're about to get a blue rant.
Yeah, you will.
Oh, they're my favorite rants. It's great.
So, mobile keyboards are a great invention. It's nice having a phone that you can type, you know. But the thing about them is, they are too small to type accurately. So somebody had to come up with an autocomplete thing that suggests a thing, or stores words you want to type. You might want to type, but
Blue.
Types.
I think didn't you mean tag equals not GM4 diffused bat?
oh yeah,
I will
change that thing.
change that. Sorry, I feel like I'm validly interrupting your off-topic
Yeah,
story
yeah.
with that.
This rant is low priority. So you got to have that autocorrect thing. I turned mine off because I was annoyed by it after a couple of years ago when my autocomplete turned water into hydrogen bomb, which are both pretty similar in German. and
Oh, okay.
A lot of confusion.
We need to get
So I
a
turned
glass
mine
of
off.
hydrogen bomb.
Yeah, do you still have hydrogen bomb in your attic? So I turned mine off, and I got used to it, and I got myself a new phone, and that changed the dimensions of the keyboard. And you don't know how used you are to the dimensions of your keyboard till it changes. So I had to turn it back on again, and what I'm trying to say is those autocomplete things, they learn words they aren't supposed to learn. Like, they learn my typos, but they don't learn my correct spellings. So after a while, you got to reset them because they've learned the typos. And there must be a better way to solve this, but I'm not sure how. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, Tessa, I agree with that. I have autocorrect dictionaries for Swedish, German, and English in my phone. And on top of that, I speak to some of my friends in Swiss, which is, there is no dictionary for that. So it's slowly learning Swiss words as well, but it doesn't really understand when it should be suggesting them. And it fights me a lot.
Sparks, why did you add a second play sound command?
I didn't. Did I? How did I? What?
Unless Are you
looking at
slow?
line 1 and 2
You added
and
a
line 1 and
second
2?
play sound. No, you didn't. That's a removed command.
Oh, okay, I see. It's a different way of describing what happened in GitHub Desktop than it is on the GitHub browser
Okay,
version.
right. It should now be ready for testing.
Browser edition?
Multiple
Yeah,
languages.
I just have to pull the...
It's a
pull
whole
the
another
version.
story. Like, I have the same issue. It messes up
There it is.
languages because it can't tell when I'm typing what. And technically, I can like swap my keyboard languages by swiping on the spacebar. But you know, us humans, we forget about that, and then it starts messing up languages and puts German words in my English and English words in my German, which I do anyways, and my friends probably hate me for it. It's all down to that keyboard.
My keyboard doesn't have an option for language. You type and it works out what language you're currently typing in and then just suggests things based on that, I think.
That would fail a lot for me.
And I think it just assumes that Swiss is German. My brother's name is similar to a word in Swedish, so it keeps typing that out, though.
The other day I tried to type. I got a new phone recently because it's the same model, but like someone bricked my old phone, so I got the same phone, but again, and it didn't. My backup didn't save my autocorrect profile, so I'm getting words wrong all the time now. Like not because I typed them wrong, because I typed them right and it assumes I'm typing something else, so it undoes it.
It hasn't learned.
Which
like
my other phone has learned don't do this because it does it enough times. But like it corrected Joey to Jort, like a jean short. It also does every time I went shoe shopping today and I typed out shoe like a dozen times, and every single time it corrected it to the word show. I'm like, well, shoe is a valid word. Why are you changing it?
In German, sleep and beat are pretty similar. So my new phone, every time I said sleep well to somebody, it turned it into beat well. In German, of course.
Stuff is uploaded to the server. If you all want
to do we
hop into the overworld, I'm in the overworld setting up a metallurgy thing.
Here, a cat. Why is there a cat here?
Because we're looking at PRs.
That's so clever.
Purrs. Oh,
today's
no.
World Cat Day, by the way, guys. It's World Cat Day.
Apparently it is.
Days.
PRs. Ah.
That's adorable.
Yes, I was gonna say my phone does two really annoying things constantly. One is when I try and write thanks, it puts Tusk, which is Swedish for German, so I just shout German at people. And the worst one is every time I try and type tomorrow, my phone autocorrects to gonorrhea. And I keep removing gonorrhea from my phone's vocabulary list, and it keeps handing it back.
You know, that's the point when you start to notice that when somebody tells you, I will respond once I'm back on a proper keyboard, is a valid thing to say.
Oh, yes.
All right.
I said
got some
Tusk.
pants for Sparks and some boots for Blue.
Kirkis, well, I said Tusk.
And a hat for me.
Well, how do you even pronounce the other one? Tjask? Tjask?
Yeah, I turned off mob griefing.
Diffuse, yes. Thank you for the leather pants.
Cool.
We need somebody to test here. Kirkus, I think you're...
Well, now all of these bats are diffused.
Oh, damn,
Bad Blue. You didn't think this through, did you?
I didn't. Let's one more.
Well, we're still wearing
everyone
the
take off their
diffused.
clothing.
So
Perfect.
it's working?
Yep.
Okay, nice. Getting launched. I just want to upload a screen. I've just taken a screenshot. I'm going to upload it with testing in air quotes.
All right,
You
so this
hurt my
works.
cat, I end your life.
I love cats.
Okay, so we can merge that. It appears to be... Oh my
Now
goodness,
people are
what?
just bat fishing.
Needs testing tested. And we can squash and merge.
Bat
Hooray.
leather would make for a very strange, very tiny jacket.
Relocators. I do not know what this is. I haven't looked at it yet. Adds an item that allows easy transportation of Gamemode for machine blocks, such as custom crafters and compressors. This is by Blue Psycho.
Oh, this is a rather big one, I think.
Yeah, it is.
20 files.
It's huge.
We have a document showing how it works.
Document.
place the relocator onto a Gamemode 4 machine to pick it up. I think it's a custom skull, right? So you like place
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
if you
you place
scroll
it
all
against.
down, all the way down.
Is it? Oh no! Oh. Oh yes.
What's that your sexy voice?
Oh yeah.
I need to change my pants.
You need to change your pants. My voice
You
wasn't
want
that
your pants.
sexy. Placing the relocator onto a Gamemode 4 machine will cause it to be picked up. Whenever a relocator is placed down, all relocator skulls in a 3-block cubic radius will be filled with air.
In a 3-block cubic radius.
The relocator will store the data of the block it is placed on, so if it is placed on top of a block, it will take the data of the block below it. This means it doesn't work by placing the relocator on the bottom of a block, because the player head cannot be placed on the bottom of blocks. Relocator doesn't have any hard-coded values and will pick up any machine block if there is an armor stand at the block or below the block the relocator is placed on. The armor stand must have the GM4 no edit tag and be invisible, a marker, and have no gravity. This is currently true for all GM4 machine blocks. The relocator will store the following data of the armor stand. Blah, 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 blah. Once a machine is picked up, the relocator will drop as the block type it was placed on, e.g. dropper, hopper, etc. The item will be renamed to whatever the custom name of the block was. When the relocator block is placed again, the player will get the relocator head back. Do you actually place the block down then, like a normal block?
I think you do.
Instead of... Oh.
I think you do,
Placing the block will cause it to be restored to the machine block that was picked up. The stored data will be set on the armor stand. Sometimes the ray tracing doesn't find the correct block and will drop the items after moving forward 5 blocks. Basically just the destroy function of the machine block armor stand. Okay.
Should we give it a try?
Sure.
I'm working on getting it on the server right now.
Do we have any machine block modules installed on the server?
Getting us one? Don't worry, I got us.
I can see people
We should
really
have one.
liking this, because this has always been an issue.
Can you
Do you want to
store-
put custom crafters and, I don't know, like block compressors on, Blue? And then I'll work on getting the PR in?
Yep, I will get it done.
Okay, because those will be faster for you.
Can you store a Zauber Cauldron?
Does it have the
I don't think that's
GM4
considered
no
a machine
edit
block.
tag?
It doesn't. It's an area effect.
It's
point.
a.
Then it won't
it's-
work.
Okay.
But the Tauber Cauldron doesn't require like a crafting recipe to
No,
create
not
it.
really.
It's not hard to move, and you lose the water out of a cauldron when you pick up a regular cauldron anyway. So
Alright, block compressors and custom crafters are uploading now.
chat says, "Oh hey, this seems pretty nice," and "Oh yeah." I don't know if that's a comment on my voice or a comment on this module. Carrying around compressors is a Peter, so this would be nice. If you carry around compressors twice, is it a repeater? Yeah, this sounds really fun actually. He mentioned it to me a little while ago, and I was quite
Boris,
excited.
we got a sponge on this chair over here. Did you mean to clean the stage? Don't leave your cleaning equipment lying around. You know?
It's actually just there in anticipation of seat wetting. I've only been able to buy one sponge because I don't have much money, but eventually my dream is that all of these chairs will have
a sponge.
will have sponges on them. I'm thinking of the sponges from the cleaning crew on Don't Start on Oxygen Not Included now. Are you Dennis is sat on the sponge. Are you testing it out? Is it very absorbent?
Dennis, that sponge is in a very compromising position, but we're meant to.
Considering how it's actually another player, yes, that's a very confusing position.
Dennis says I have a sponge between my legs.
Yeah, so with chairs, there's a Minecraft bug in 1.14 that when you dismount an entity, so minecart, picks, whatever, Minecraft just ignores. Give me a sec. there was a truck driving by. Minecraft just ignores transparent blocks and places you inside them. So if you dismount a chair, you might end up in the chair, which is horrible, but we can't fix that. It's a MC.
And it's not consistent. If you place down a new chair, the first chair you place in your world, the first time you dismount it, it'll work correctly, but then after that it won't. I struggled for like an hour on this, on writing up the Planet Minecraft post, because I'm like, wait a minute, it didn't put me inside the chair. What's different? And then I tried it again, and it didn't work.
This also goes for minecarts, by the way. So if you have a minecart station with slabs, upper half slabs as your floor, and you dismount your minecart, you will just fall through the floor. Don't worry, that's how it works.
We did check that end fishing doesn't work in the other dimensions, right?
Can you check it? Do you have a rod?
I'm throwing a rod around right now. It hasn't happened yet. I'm pretty sure we had to check for that.
Does it have to be a specific Y level? I don't remember.
No, it doesn't. Sander points out that liquid tanks with something inside won't work. But
Do we have liquid tanks installed?
Well, liquid tanks will definitely lose their liquid because that's not on the list of data that is stored. But we could, I think it would be possible to write code that causes the armor stand to store the liquid level. It wouldn't be that kind of this works immediately for everything system. It would be a little bit of extra code for liquid tanks, but it would I
feel like that would be kind of weird though.
I guess it would be kind of weird if it kept the liquid.
The liquid tank isn't really a machine, to be honest. What's the crafting?
Yeah, so you can move an empty liquid tank. I can see how that might be desirable, but
you're missing a...
Similar to how you moving like a chest or a furnace doesn't keep the items in it, why would moving a liquid tank keep the
it's shapeless blue, but you're missing one item. Yeah. Is it as... No, okay.
Wait, what? Oh, that one, yeah.
Do we have the thing installed, special?
Should be.
Okay, so the crafting recipe...
What's the recipe for it?
The crafting recipe was nether star, popped chorus fruit, diamonds, popped chorus fruit, nether star.
I don't like the recipe, to be honest.
We can always change it. That's the least of our problems.
The nether star feels kind of weird.
Nether star, popped chorus, diamond.
I've just put these in the wrong order, haven't I? No, I haven't. Relocator. Checking that...
We're making a Gamemode 4 relocator made by BPR, which is supposed to...
Oh, you really can't place it on the ground, wow.
Oh, you can't place it?
Oh, nice. It supports multi-crafting. That's good.
I need to add that for the silver crystals.
Wait, you can't...
How?
It gives it... Does it give it back to you?
Yeah, it does. Instantly.
What? This is more exciting than anything else about this module.
Can you give me a copy?
What?
Is this raycasting?
I feel like with crystals that's probably you would want to place crystals, and I can see how you might want to place these as well. Although
I guess what it's doing is you're
them.
placing it, and you're placing it, and it's looking for a block to pick up, and it's not finding one, so it's giving it back.
Yeah, I've just made 4 of them by doing that over and over.
Oh,
It's moving day. It has sound effects.
It looks really happy now that you've moved it.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just producing more of them by doing this over and over. I've made 3 now. Yes.
Wait, is it
Unless it's not like a client desync, right?
It might be.
Nope, there's 4 of them.
Yeah, there's 4.
Oh wait, I wonder if it has anything to do with multiple people doing it. You've placed blue, I'll keep placing.
I have. I think I found... I haven't tested it yet, but I think I might have found a bug. If I put... especially you might be interested in this because it's liquid tanks. If I put water in this tank to create a water tank, the name of the tank is water tank. So if I pick it up with a relocator...
Oh, it keeps the tank name, but it's empty.
It's gonna keep it as a water tank... Oh no, it's switched empty. I guess it gets an update when it's placed? Question mark?
Update.
That's nice. The item in my inventory is called water tank, but when I placed it, it turned into an empty tank, so that's good, right?
I wonder if that's because it stored it earlier. or something. I don't know
We
how I
need
made
to
the 4.
make-
It's not consistent, but I made 4.
We need to make lore and custom name
Whoa.
non-italic.
How does this work?
How does
Ooh.
what work?
Oh.
Oh, did that? Okay, that consumed the relocator. I actually really like that sound effect.
Yeah, me too. It's
Yeah, it's the beacon sound effect.
yeah, beacon.
Wait, oh, that is a beacon. Okay. For a second there, I thought it was the conduit, but no, that's different.
I would also be fine with something more mechanical, but this is cool as well.
I also noticed that
Because I mean, it is kind of Portal-esque.
one of the crafters I placed, I passed it too quickly and it just dropped the items instead, which he said it would do. Here's one right here. It just dropped.
What do you mean you passed it too quickly?
Like the clicked, the raycasting missed the block, so it just dropped the crafting items for the custom crafter instead. So that's good.
Oh, okay. So it's because it would still summon it would just summon the armor stand in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless, wait, is that a heart like a thing that he added because it was weird, or like a side effect of the armor stand being summoned weirdly?
I don't know.
I think it might be because like there's not a dropper.
Oh my god. I've taken a screenshot of that because that's hilarious.
So Sparks, first you want to clean the stage, and now you're
They're
starting
my
the revolution over again, or
they're my novelty sponges.
He's got to keep his list of his screenshot collection up.
Did you ever have those flannels that you drop in water and they expand out from like a compressed flannel that looks like a little tube or something into like an animal flannel?
Oh, like the flannel. That's a
face
cloth.
cloth. Yeah, cloth.
Washcloth.
Oh,
I was
fine.
thinking
I'm
about
thinking of
cloth.
sponges. We had little animal sponges.
Yeah. I saw a. Wait. What? I saw that too.
I
you
just
see?
got the materials from breaking it, but it also gave me the custom crafter.
I wonder whether when I was speed placing earlier, did one of my custom craft armor stands find that block and go and live inside it? Because there was some custom crafters near it and one of them missed. One of them, this one here missed again. So if you try and pick that one up again, do you? If you try and pick up this with the relocator, do we get the items again? No. Huh.
Maybe this one. Wait, what happened there?
I punched you. Because you got in my
Yeah,
way.
yeah, there it went. Now I got double compressor.
Uh-oh.
What? Now I got nothing. Where did my compressor go?
They both broke. You didn't pick up the thing you just broke.
I swear I have more machines than I started with.
Season 6 of what?
Oh wait, what?
Are we
Oh.
still? No, we're in 5 now.
6.
Yeah, so look at this. Look at this, boys. I figured it out. I figured one bug out. So this is just a custom crafter, supposedly, right? If I place this thing that contains a compressor on top, it will make a something. I don't know where it placed the thing, but now if I destroy the upper one, like this doesn't have like an ammo stand now. It's
There's
just
one
a
inside of
compressor.
it. It's at the height of the lower one.
And now it just instantly broke as soon as I placed it. And also tried to spawn a custom crafter instead of like a compressor, so I've basically avoided a compressor.
So you lost items?
Yes, looks like it. Yeah, it converted the compressor items into custom crafter items. You can reproduce this if
Well,
if you
the
place them-
compressor drops custom crafter items.
Yeah. Because it's inside the custom crafter block, because it's at the height of the lower one.
Wait, what? Okay, so this is just a dropper. Place this custom crafter on top of it.
You gotta
No.
pick it up. You gotta pick it up with the relocator.
But this is just an empty dropper. Which is what yours was.
Alright, so I got a custom crafter inside, right? Now I place this on top.
Yeah.
Now it worked. Can you try it with a compressor? Because I had a custom crafted bottom and the compressor top.
I don't think we have any more compressors.
I avoid them all.
Oh,
Special was trying to upgrade that
Buy
one
items.
blue. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Custom crafter.
I was.
Yeah, you were. Blue's just a
If you
meanie
place
head.
it on the side on a block, it just stays there. Sparks, can you try to place one on the side of a block?
It vanishes. It's fine.
I got mine to stay. Wait, where did my... where did my relocator
This one
go?
stayed.
Oh, in creative you have a longer reach.
Oh, yeah, that's probably what it is.
I'm a survival though, and I got it to stay, and now it's gone.
What did you do, Blue?
I managed to trigger that 3 times. You gotta pick it up using your... So what you do is you create a custom crafter and a compressor in different spots. Then pick up the compressor, place up on the custom crafter using the relocator. Then pick up the compressor using the relocator.
Oops.
Yeah, and now you have like a non-custom crafter down here. Now if you place a compressor up top again.
Well, yeah, I didn't lose anything.
Place the compressor up top again. You should have a compressor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, now destroy the compressor using a... Now it's a custom crafter. Even though
Hold
it
up,
used to be a
what?
compressor.
That's such a convoluted string of anything. Okay. Okay, let's start this
What the
again.
frick?
So the
I
bug
have a
is
compressor.
so the bug is
So,
people
start
trying
with
to void their items will void their items.
Start with a custom crafter. Put on a compressor. The compressor exploded. Why is the compressor exploding? Okay, yeah, now this is weird. Look, I can't place a compressor up here.
Yeah, see? Now it's a compressor down there, and if you destroy the bottom one, you
No,
will
it's not a compressor on the bottom. The bottom's just a custom crafter.
Yeah, so
It's
now
just
you're
the
avoiding
compressor won't form.
compressors.
Does this compress?
Does it compress? That sounds like the name of a YouTube channel.
Nope.
Does it compress? Tessit asked whether items in a custom crafter, what happens to items in a custom crafter when you pick it up, and the answer is they vanish forever. So the contents of a custom crafter will be lost when you pick it up.
That's fair. You shouldn't be able to use this as a shulker box.
No, I almost expected it to drop them when you picked it up, but it doesn't. They're just
I would
voided.
Oh.
expect them to drop them.
Is there a way to
Drop it.
break the block and cause it to do that?
If I put stuff in here,
Yeah, if you just do destroy.
so there's cobble in here now. If I do this, it gives me a regular custom crafter with nothing inside.
So the issue is if you do destroy. Oh, actually, I think you can do destroy because destroy doesn't. use
No,
a
because
pick,
it would
right?
drop the dropper.
No,
It
would it?
drop the dropper. Yeah, destroy would drop the dropper.
It would drop the dropper.
That's the problem with that. The only way to get a container to drop its contents when you break it with commands is to use destroy, and that also drops the container itself. It's thoroughly infuriating.
I guess it'd be a bad idea to destroy the container and then NBT edit the dropper that was dropped to have the data.
I don't like how it voids items though. That's undetectable, not rollbackable, and stuff like that. Players will lose their stuff probably.
Oh my god!
you
Everybody's
do have to
wearing
try.
everyone's wearing a head, a sponge head.
Sparks, are you sure your sponge hasn't gone sentient?
I'm not sure at all.
I think it's reproducing.
It's like that sponge from the that 1.13 stream we did. It's spreading.
Yeah, it's the sponge apocalypse.
We did the sponge stream?
Yeah, when we did the Let's Play around underwater, but water is poisonous in the update Aquatic.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun. We should do something like that again.
That was fun and really stupid.
Pillagers are deadly in Village and Pillage. Oh, wait.
They already are. Villagers instantly kill you.
Eclipson says no relocation allowed with items. Easy solution. Could we make the relocator do nothing if there's contents instead?
I guess it has.
That's probably smart.
Can you check for no contents without a really long MBT check?
Yeah, unless block, or I should just be that.
Yeah. Okay. We should start leaving feedback.
Yeah. Who's making the review?
In testing.
All of us are adding the same review.
Yeah, I guess I can start.
Let's just add the review 3 times.
Review. Been testing this in game. I think it would be a good idea to check containers are empty. Items brackets before allowing the what's it called, relocator to work, as currently the items are voided.
Also mention that those weird bugs that
we also found a relocator, a item voiding bug, which can be reproduced with the following convoluted steps. Can you list it out for me again, Blue?
Alright, so you place a custom crafter and a compressor. It supposedly works with any machine, I think, but yeah. Place 2 machines, not on top of each other, just somewhere in your world. Pick one of them up. Pick the compressor up with a relocator. Place the relocator on top of the custom crafter, so the compressor is placed on there. Then remove the thing that appears on top, which might be an empty dropper, a custom crafter, or a compressor. Remove that using the relocator. And then try placing it back again using the relocator, and repeat those steps until you void all items you had.
It will be a custom crafter?
It depends.
It will be something weird.
It might not. It might just be an empty dropper called custom crafter, or a compressor called custom crafter, or a custom crafter called compressor, or something.
Does this use the what do you call it? Block data thing?
Block
What do you call
data? The custom name?
Oh yeah, thanks,
Of the
Tessit.
block?
No, the what's the tag that you can specify MBT data for a block to have once you place it down? Why am I getting encased in obsidian again?
Any other comments?
Oh, it probably does, yeah. I think it does.
It doesn't appear to, so I'm guessing it uses
Its own tag, maybe.
block placed advancement, right?
Jacko, no, we don't have any honey textures yet.
Nobody's born cool except looks at picture of Sponge Boys.
Is this replacing the Water Boys cult?
No, it's a symbiotic relationship. Like, once the Water Boys and these Sponge Boys get together, the Sponge Boys grow in size and absorb the Water Boys, combining their power, taking over the world. Unless Squidward ruins the fun.
I guess we don't want to go through the commands on stream, and we can do that in the next review of this, since we already have some feedback.
It is using the it is using a block placed advancement.
Should we?
Oh, it's got 3 of them because there's 3 different conditions.
All
Wow.
right. Once
Okay,
we've
gotcha.
submitted a review, should we do a PR from the end? Because those have been around for a long time. We should probably look at them.
Yeah, we can have.
What ones are there that we can't? That we have
I'm gonna
to
skip on blast
can do
furnaces on both, because blast furnaces are complicated. Equivalent exchange was tested on stream, but takes a long time of reading into. There's
Dispenser fireworks.
There's also rituals. Do we want to focus on actual module submissions, or should we focus on fixes first? I feel like fixes are more important right now.
Maybe we should do like a couple more fixes and then maybe come back to another module before we end if there's time.
I think my only issue with the dispenser fireworks was that it should probably be part of the firework assemblers system instead of being separate. And I thought that these were submitted for like an old format or 1.13 or something. No, this one's for master, so that's fine. This one is.
Well, it could have been for master from last time. Although, if you rename a branch, does it pull all the pull requests with it as well? Oh, fancy.
It should do. Okay, so yeah, we've got a couple of submissions waiting there. Blast furnaces is outdated because we have 2 competing blast furnaces, and I don't.
Both of them are out.
Pulverizers, jukeboxes, better jukeboxes.
Can we do a fix first? Sparks.
Yeah. I'm just reading up. Mending tanks, midnight menaces.
Mending tanks is a nice idea, by the way.
I forgot liquid minecarts is not actually merged yet.
Nope, that's what I was.
Wasn't there a couple things we wanted to look at?
Liquid minecarts should be fine.
I thought I already made a pass fix and resolved everything.
Maybe I missed that.
Mending tanks is a neat thing, by the way, if it works. I haven't tested it. It makes it though that you can place a tool in an XP tank, and it will get repaired.
That is cool. And apparently it's been submitted for 1.13 as well. I think this one was from Gamemode 4 Labs.
Yeah, it was, but we already looked at it on the 10th of May, which was the last dev day, and you placed a comment down there saying it's submitted for 1.13, updated. We won't support 1.13 going onwards.
Yeah, so I guess we can actually close that one because now there's a 1.14 push for it.
Yep.
So
which one is this? What number?
2.17 we can close.
2.17.
Because we basically
let me add a tag to it first. A couple labels.
Yeah, we basically said not accepting for 1.13. Please submit for 1.14. So, we said you can always make a PR for 1.13 afterwards if you want back support. So I guess this branch is still technically valid in the sense that if we accept the 1.14 one, we'll look at the 1.13 one.
Yeah. So if we accept the 1.14 one, we should also accept the 13 one. Then we've got test mode.
Yeah.
Have we tested this?
No, we haven't. It's never been tested, never been looked at.
What's the first?
Oh, this doesn't get outdated.
What's the last waiting fix?
The last fix is 240.
240 optimizes witch handling.
And there's a bunch of liquid tank fixes.
Oh. Yeah, liquid tank stuff I assigned to myself and will do someday at uni when I want to stab my calculus book.
Let me just.
Where's optimating? Oh, yeah, I already assigned that to myself.
Actually, I need to.
On November the 17th.
I think I need to open a new issue unless it's already listed here, because somebody in Discord today was saying that mob conversion broke because witches. What? I've got to get.
But that's already. That's already.
Oh, the witch trades.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's been fixed like a week ago.
Oh, that's actually listed as an open issue here. Using mob conversion to get a potion villager does not work.
That can be closed.
Yeah, that was the bug report that pulled up this conversation. Yeah, it should have been fixed by 262. Yeah.
It was fixed, it just wasn't updated on the server, and I updated it like
Someone
yesterday.
beat me to closing it.
Gotcha. So the witch handling one is yours, and you want to look at that later. Is that right, Special?
Which
Yeah,
one
I'm gonna. There's some things that I have to think about with liquid tanks and potentially a complete rewrite.
Removal of fill and drain on liquid tanks. That's not assigned to anyone yet, but there are comments.
that- Yeah, okay.
Copy all spawner data. So 244 is something that Mizzo brought up. You know how we hard code a spawner list for spawner minecarts?
Yeah.
Mizzo has made it so that it does basically any spawner and it just copies the list, which is possible
But
in
do we
140.
want this? Because I thought we decided
Yes.
that we didn't want the copying of
Because I think we like the whitelist.
towers. Yeah, we do. I don't think you should
Didn't
be able
Didn't we
to
have
move.
some other things? Didn't we tweak the spawner slightly?
Yeah. Mizzo added the change for that. I commented on that his pull 244 includes that as well. So it copies the data from spawner and then modifies the tweaked values because the minecart spawner is slightly better. But I don't think we want this. The towers from Orbis, those shouldn't be pick-upable, cardable. And let's imagine you have another data pack which uses some sort of important spawner. We can never be sure that the spawner should be movable. So I
Wither spawner.
Yeah, I can see where he's coming from. It would be more optimal, but
it is
I
neat
think
and
we need a
more optimal.
whitelist for this.
Yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on holographic tags?
I'm not sure. Looked at them.
I
Because
like
I know
them.
we
I know
got,
we looked
we
at them in
tested
game.
it and everything. We just have to get an icon. I think. Did we? Oh, okay, I'm rereading
I
everything.
think we decided we liked it because it only renders them from like 16 blocks away.
Yeah.
Which number is that?
242.
242.
42.
Add holographic tags.
I also messaged Seth Bling asking whether we can use it, and he said yes. So there's like nothing stopping
cool.
this from going.
I can't find that tweet anymore. Can you guys?
Do you want to add a comment to it saying that Sethbling got approval just for record keeping?
Hang on, let me
Since you're the one that messaged him.
check the conversation. He said he just wants a credit link to his YouTube channel. That's all, which we will do anyway.
Yeah, of course. Should we make a label like
I don't remember
awaiting
why we
website
didn't
front end?
finish this.
We don't have an icon. We are waiting permission at the time.
The thing I don't like about it is that it removes the item frame. I would feel better about it if it just made it so that if you put a renamed name tag into an item frame, it makes the name tag have a name.
What?
What?
Have you?
What?
Well, I'm just looking at the tweet. That's what made.
Oh, it's not exactly the same as the tweet.
Documentation.
Let me throw it on the server real quick. Oh, come on, SFTP, go faster. Go faster. I don't know why it's so slow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, what the thing does, if you place the renamed tag in the item frame, the item frame is destroyed and you have this holographic tag that's floating around. I would prefer if it keeps the item frame and you just have the name tag in the item frame. That
I
creates.
really wouldn't,
All right.
because then you can't have
I'd-
floating text, or you can't.
I don't see. I don't remember it feeling weird.
No, and it means you can have
I'm
like.
just worried
can
about
have-
floating text
you can have-
being everywhere and
you
players
can
not knowing how to remove it.
The same way they made it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I think it's fine. We tested it in game. Nothing seemed wrong. You can place multiple inside one block, which is really cool. So you can get like tight multi-line text in one block
Oh, can
space.
you can color them too.
You can color them
Yeah,
as
see, it
well.
does that. It does that blue.
Which is what ours does that Seth's didn't. BPR built on that.
So there's the text.
Where's the text? Have you installed it on the server?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice.
I'm fast.
Sprax.
Speedy boy.
I forget how you color them.
I think you put wool behind him, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, here's a purple Sprax.
Purple Sprax.
It'd also be an interesting thing to put on custom armor stands. Better armor stands.
Naming the
Being able
what part
to
of it?
name better armor stands.
Do we want players to realize they can name armor stands?
Name armor stands already.
No, but do we want them to realize they can?
No, because the way they implemented it in survival is stupid.
Guys, this is if necessary. You can rename armor stands. You can make armor stands invisible using better armor stands.
No, but the name doesn't show up. Here.
Oh.
It's really stupid. Okay, see, ready?
Don't
But
do
here's
this
an
on
armor
stream.
stand.
Don't do it on stream.
No. Here's an armor stand. Ready?
Don't tell them.
It's named. It's named now. Say.
Don't
Wait,
tell them.
it's named, but you can't see the names. You can't see the name.
No, you can't. You can't see the name, but it applies. And what?
Don't tell
It
them.
doesn't break anything, Blue. I've extensively tested this. It doesn't allow them to create fake versions of blocks.
I can't believe they did this. It's so stupid.
Back in the days when we still used armor
Look,
stands.
see, look. It's called Sprax.
Back in the days when we still used armor
This
stands
armor
for
stand.
block identification, for example, for most machines, we used the custom name because MBT tag, not MBT tags, scoreboard tags weren't a thing yet. And at some point, Mojang randomly decided to add this, which is totally pointless. It just broke stuff. And there was a time in Gamemode 4 when you could create your fake custom crafter by naming a armor stand, and that would also drop like blocks a custom crafter is made of. But
Yep.
no one ever figured it
Although
out.
the first version they added that back in, I made sure that I did a bunch of testing on Gamemode 4D to make sure that wasn't the case and fixed it for the server. So
I just don't understand why why there was
none of y'all little cheaters missed out on anything. Don't worry.
Yeah, but
Who keeps getting blown up in the end?
so guys, why don't we make this just a better armor stance functionality?
How would you color it? And also, the name doesn't stay. We just talked about that.
But
Plus,
we
with
can
armor
make
stance, you see
stay.
it from farther away. With this, they're visible from a very nice
Oh.
distance.
That's true.
like
well,
they're-
we could add
they're-
all of that
for
to better
this-
armor stance.
No, you can't,
Why?
because those are armor stands.
Yeah, but you can make the way invisible by setting custom name visible.
But then the name is still visible from
No.
too far away.
Yeah, but
And if you manually control it, then if one person stands here, then the entire
Oh.
world can see this name tag.
oh wait, this is just a.
Yes, this is an
not
area
manually
effect cloud.
controlled.
This is not manually controlled because area effect clouds do not render more than a chunk of, or I don't know if they don't render, if they're not sent to the player. The text just disappears at a very reasonable distance.
All right, Eamon.
Yeah, 'cause that was my initial worry. I was like, what if the world is just littered with names
Yeah,
and
you
from a distance away? But
just
this
get
is a
filled with
nice,
text.
sensible 16 blocks. If you're not, if you're in your own base, you're not going to see anyone else's name tags. So that's why I like it.
We just need an icon. Duck, get over here.
Duck currently has no internet because I asked him about the bee textures, but he'll probably
Well,
just draw on his phone and
get
send it anyway.
Get him a letter. We will write him a letter and send
No
him a flash
special.
drive and have him put the icon on that flash drive.
Especially you go and visit Duck.
That's a little far.
What kind of icon would it be?
Just a name.
Name tag and an item frame.
Just
Just a name.
Although
tag.
that'd be hard to do in his new color scheme.
we can just
Named.
let's just use the undead players icon and get rid of the zombie bit. I guess a name tag would work for it.
I'm still not 100% convinced by the style of this module, but I'm in anyways.
That's a lot
Oh,
of
this is fun.
sprats.
Fly up here and spin around. It looks pretty cool
Oh yeah,
because they like pinwheel around.
they do. It makes me feel like I'm part of the. You see,
part of the hive
Bob,
mind.
a business is like an enormous clock. I love The Incredibles.
Doesn't
Such a
you
good
place
film.
one of... Oh, did it? Wait.
It doesn't change color if you place it there. You'd have to replace it.
But how do I place the second one inside the same block?
You can't.
In a different place,
well, yeah,
like over
like
here.
that. You can do that, or you can even place it above to give the height a slight height difference. So if you place, you can place 3 inside one block by doing side, bottom, and top to create like 3 lines of text. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah, because you can place these. You can place these
On the floor.
on the floor now. You should play survival more often.
Agreed. Some of my real life friends are starting to play Minecraft again. I'm like, let me play with you, and they're like, no, you nerd.
This is fun. Like over here, the green text is at the forefront. Then when I walk around here, there's red wool in my face, and my point is ruined. And then when I'm over this looks like somebody's setting up like an 80s 3D thing now. I guess you can get 6
It picked
spraxes
one.
in the
It
block.
picked one up. It picked one up.
Well, everyone you already put in that direction.
No, it picked. So top and bottom are the same. I've tried to place one on the bottom of this block and one I. Now it picked another one up. Yeah, so top and bottom are the same. So if you place one on top of the block like that, then you move the block one down.
No, those are different.
Yeah, those are different. So if you place them in a gap like this, it works.
You
But
can,
if you place one on top of here, and then
Oh, so like
there.
this
it's
one
the same.
versus this one
Yes.
would be the same. Well, that
Yep.
makes sense.
I'm happy to merge this.
We just need an icon for the website.
We do, and I imagine the pack.mc meta is probably not complete either.
Should we make a new label? Awaiting icon. Or like awaiting website finalization
Well,
or
there is a default.
landing sequence
Oh,
or something?
Waiting landing sequence approval.
Are we happy with the name holographic tags for the
Could
module
be
name?
something more fancy.
Better.
It seems
Better tags.
suitably descriptive, I think.
I think we had this discussion last time. We couldn't think of anything better.
I've got one. There we go. It's in chat.
I don't even think we have 4K gamer tags in real life. Because I mean, holographic tags is going to be a name that's not often used, like not really. It's not a common name for anything. So if someone searches holographic tags, we're likely to be one of the only results. Which I think is kind of the idea behind why would the name be descriptive enough. Like bat grenades is simple, but something like
Seth called it
what was
floating
the one
text.
that we were looking at.
I think holographic text is fine in hindsight.
I kind of like that better, to be honest, because
Wizard's
it's not necessarily floating.
And apparently the Hermits have Seth's version on Hermitcraft now.
Well, we'll fix that. Don't worry. Because like if you do this, it's not really floating now. It's just like buried.
Sitting there.
So-
Buried text.
Well,
Let's go
the
with holographic
K's
text.
are sticking out.
Spikes in
The tops of
Minecraft.
the K.
Sounds good.
That would be a good hint. Zoom in on the tops of the 3Ks and be like, oh, what's this? What's this?
Well, you can actually
There's
see the
letters in
whole
the
thing
block.
through the wall. It's just dimmer.
Wait,
Gosh.
let me fix that for you.
Nope.
Oh. Oh, you can still see it. Rats. Text is weird.
Bit more noise. Yeah, that makes it basically unreadable.
Holographic tags. Set up floating messages with a simple name tag. No category, no video link. There's a wiki link. I don't think there was actually a wiki page yet, though.
Don't think that's a wiki page.
Yeah, let me add that to my spreadsheet.
But yeah, it looks good to merge.
I'd be possessed
We have
by
a link to
weird
the YouTube
particle.
channel. Can you add more than one reference link for a user?
No.
Or is it just one link for a profile? Okay. So since he said YouTube, that seems good enough for me.
I would definitely just link to the YouTube.
The only thing I was thinking would be YouTube and Twitter would be the only thing I can think of, but
If you wanted to link twice, you'd have to do like Seth Bling brackets YouTube, Seth Bling brackets Twitter. And
oh,
just
so
have them
you'd
as
credit
two
them as
separate
two different
credits.
users.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
I mean, you could technically credit just exactly the same name twice. That it's not an object; it's an array of strings. But it would be confusing to the viewers if there were two identical names. So I'd just put like Seth Bling Twitter, Seth Bling YouTube. But we only need to link to the YouTube because that's what he asked for.
Oh, 6 says the Hermitcraft one is not Seth Bling's, but oh boy, Pispak. Fistbach.
Fistbok.
Fistbach. Fistbach. Interesting. Never heard of them.
Blue, you were
I'll have to
complaining
do
when
some
I was saying I
research.
could merge it.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, merge it. I'm still not a huge fan of the style of the module, but that's fine. Like, I will get used to it, and one day I won't complain anymore.
Great. We just need an icon then.
What happens if you merge it to master without an icon?
It just gets the default Gamemode 4 icon.
Yeah, it does. It should.
Oh,
be
really?
On the site now.
It doesn't like break anything. Cool.
No.
Reading Git repo. It's thinking
How
about
do you
it.
How do you give it a server? What do you call it? How do you give it an icon to the server? Do you just upload something to your website?
Upload the image to FTP, and it just looks for an image with the same name as the module and displays it. And if that file doesn't exist, it just puts the default one. Gamemode 4's local cache has been updated for the new versions of 1.13. Okay, so
Here it is.
we should now have it.
Wired by Seth Bling.
Holographic tags. There we
I'll have
go.
to message him and be like, bam. Oops, my caps lock was on.
His YouTube link
Just
works.
shout at Seth Bling.
Blue Psycho Ranger's Twitter link is correct. We're good. I guess now we let the wiki staff know and Duck know about that so that they can do their thing and
Do their magic.
yeah, cool. Do we want to look at one more pull request and then call the video?
Yep,
Call the
sounds good.
stream?
I think that's pretty good.
A fix maybe this time.
Hey, 6, you
what
mentioned it, you mentioned in chat that it was by that Push the Pack guy. Do they have that pack available somewhere? Because I'm not seeing it on Vanilla Tweaks. So is it just like exclusive to what they have, or did somebody, since you seem to know what's going on?
Seems like the next fix is add zombie guild like replication and delete their own GAPL. I will just merge that because I looked into it earlier today.
Oh. We have a new module submission user called Mighty Burger, who I've not heard of before, but he's just made a little data pack which adds interactive noises to the interactive blocks that don't currently have a noise when you interact with them. It's kind of cute.
Oh, really?
Not to look at right now, but it's nice.
He's been around for a while. I just don't think
He's a
he's done.
player on a
He's
server.
just not submitted
He's
anything.
just not done
I
data
think
pack work.
he's been in GFD for the whole time. I think, like since it started.
Yeah, so here's a fix that basically does the same thing that we did to Mysterious Midnights earlier. It just does it for the golden apple in mob conversions.
Oh, that's what Gapple is. Right, that makes sense.
Oh, all of these are in pulse check though. These are 20 hertz checks for the sound one. Interesting.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it at all yet. I just think it's a cool idea.
What are we looking at next?
I
missed it.
263.
My brain is just going, adds a zombie cured like reputation and delete thrown Gapple. Gossip which will result in the thrower of the Gapple to have the same discount as curing as what?
Alright, so first file consume item. He basically keeps everything the same. He just adds a spigot fix to the end,
Okay.
which is fine. Second file is convert witch.
So he's making it so that if you're the person who cured that particular zombie, that particular witch, you get a
It's
discount.
as if you cured a zombie.
It's basically as if you cured a zombie, yeah. Now in vanilla, if you cure a zombie, you get a massive discount. If you ever trade with the zombie again, I think it's fine if you implement that for the switches as well.
That makes sense. It's
Yeah, so
about the same cost as curing a zombie, right? Because it's still potion apple. Okay.
Yep.
Reasonable.
So in Convert Witch, he keeps everything the same. He fixes the wrong comment, apparently.
What's the wrong comment?
The comment said Pigman instead of Witch, apparently.
Okay, reasonable.
Oh, I did not know that. That's cool.
Oh, and he adds your bloody spaces, Blue.
Yep.
To the comments.
Yep, that's good. Spaces are nice. He tags the apple. He randomized the cost. That's a thing that we've always done. The apple tag is removed in function after this. Where does he remove that tag? Gm4_Gapple. Where's that removed?
It shouldn't. It kills it. So there's no reason to remove it.
Oh, right, yeah. No reason to remove it. It kills
Right?
it. Yep. So as the item, it runs consume item, so it should be killed. Yep.
Crop says remove is in consume item, yeah.
Yeah, there is no tag remove in there, though, Grub. But it kills it anyways, I guess? So, does it matter? There's no explicit remove, it's just a kill command. Alright, so randomize brewer, that's the thing that we've always done. It's really confusing how GitHub sometimes thinks that entire lines were replaced when only a tiny change was made.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
no
that's
change
fine.
was made.
No, there were changes made in almost all the lines it marked. At least for me.
What changed for you?
What line are you looking at? Everything's different.
All of the execute store entity commands, line 5 to 12. In initialize brewer.
The invisible character at the end of the line, it looks like.
Oh, I see.
Because the deleted ones are GitHub's highlighting that uppercase M, which I think is a formatting character. That the what do you call it? The text highlighter that GitHub uses for make functions doesn't recognize, which is why it's highlighted in red weirdly. So it's just removed it, and that's why it thinks it's changed. I believe.
Grub says, wait a second. I used GitHub merging, wait. Alright, we'll just wait for Grub, take a look at another thing, then we're done today.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding,
We can come back to this later.
Demonio Shamir, I would like to take a look at this. We don't have to test it on a server unless you guys want to, but it's a neat thing, I think. We have metallurgy on here right now anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Special, could
Currently,
you
yes.
do us a favor?
Download this boy.
Yep, download this boy.
Sure. You gotta tell me what it does, though.
It basically makes it so that you can't destroy your tool by using up all durability.
So that would be equivalence, right?
More like suppression.
So...
They put it under equivalence. but
Oh, okay, yeah, suppression makes
functionally
sense.
Would say suppression.
Yeah, it should go on aluminium, but it currently goes on thorium brass.
Thorium brass is equivalence? Right? If I'm remembering right?
Thorium brass is
I
equivalence,
posted
yep.
a picture beneath the thing.
Yeah, I'm looking
So
at
maybe
it.
it should be suppression.
Thorium brass is equivalent.
Although I guess
and
they still can break the tool.
But it's not thorium brass is
like this.
aluminium is suppression. It's suppressing your ability to mine. Right.
Valid point.
Whereas
Okay.
equivalence
that's
is
kinda
converting
smart.
something
But
from
then-
one state to another.
But then again, Sparks, it amplifies your inability to mine.
Okay, we're not double negativing here. We can't double negative because that's cheating.
Equivalence is converting one thing to another or consuming something to create something else. Yeah.
What is server just tried doing at the
Oh,
moment? It's just blue.
The name of his folder is interesting. It's gm4_metallurgy_Mineo instead of just gm4mineo. I don't know what we do for expansion of things because this
rename it to just Moneo.
just Mineo because that's all it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Comment.
I was quite confused about the concept of metallurgy expansions, and I didn't really have enough time to talk to him since exams. But I think he ended up doing it as a separate standalone thing. At first, he wanted to integrate it into the base metallurgy thing, but yeah, that's not how it's supposed to work. There we go.
Oh, I think it uses an old base. Does it have a base installed? It might have a base.
If so, I can remove the base.
Does it-
Maybe?
We don't need to. Oh no, there's not one installed. That's weird. I wonder why it installed it twice. Oh, we're gonna have to look around at why
What
it's
is that
doing
about?
the reinst.
Are you going to have a guest speak, Stefan? But you think
From
about automation of
where?
servers, for example. The server chat.
I mean, that'd be cool.
I
But
would
why?
definitely do again. What is server chat talking about?
Where did you get this idea from?
For one of the modules.
Well,
But guest speak where?
I am confused, Jack.
I'm guessing Jacko is wondering whether Seth would review a Gamemode 4 module in one of his videos? Which
I help you with what? What are we talking about? I am super confused.
Maybe not. I don't know. Seth has a very different, equally valid, but for a different purpose, style of making data packs. Like he has his own language and data pack building program, which focuses less on efficiency, but is definitely very interesting and can do much cooler stuff than Gamemode 4, I guess.
Yeah, so what Seskling is doing, basically, he wants to push the limits and do cool stuff no matter how laggy it gets. He just wants to do whatever is technically possible.
Yeah, which is awesome and
whilst-
really fun to watch.
Yeah, whilst we are limited by efficiency,
Hmm.
basically.
Oh, I forgot about this. Our
Cost.
thorium, or thorionite radiation poisoning is broken.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you sure you don't just have like old care package?
Old thorium? I don't believe so.
Because we updated
Did-
it. And
Yes, but I didn't think we changed the tag itself.
I think we did.
Not its Gamemode 4 custom tag, just the display.
Yes, we did.
And we don't. We
Yes, we did.
for metally or type thorium.
Yeah, we added a thing called item type or, and it only gives the effect to items with that MBT that says or, because previously you would get radiation poisoning from your thorium tools.
Why would
Which one is thorium?
diorite? Because I thought that's why we changed it to ore type and not just metal type.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, I've
Okay,
got mining fatigue.
weird. Well, I need some copper anyway.
Jacko, to remove the hologram, you just place an item frame in the same spot. Again,
Damn it, Special, I picked up your
like that.
inferior ore.
Because I could have sworn I got the shulker box I made like before,
think-
after we did our last changes.
I think we updated that when you weren't around. If I remember correctly, it was Sparks and me in a call, and we figured that it. also
Okay, I'll
affected
have
the
to
tools. So
update my information stuff then. Oh, I didn't see the smoke because there were fireflies in my face.
Now Dennis is asking how you make the holograms. You place a name tag in an item frame against wool? Is it specifically wool to color?
no, it
Any
can be
block works.
Okay, so you,
The wool is just what colors it.
It defaults to white, and if you have wool, then it colors it.
I don't have any name tags on me, but yeah, you just put it in, defaults to white, and if you put it on a piece of wool, then it'll
Can you
color
place
it.
one again?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Thorium brass is mostly thorium, right? Not mostly copper. Yeah.
But you have to name the name tag.
I know. Just want to check whether it works if I don't name
Oh,
it.
right, okay.
Sparks, we need to come up with a module that makes furnace minecarts great again.
Sorry, say that again? Make
We need
minecarts
to come
great.
up with a module that makes furnace minecarts great again.
Furnace minecarts, yeah. We're gonna have to, like, sit down, play with furnace minecarts and see how resistant they are to being, like, controlled by other stuff, I guess.
I don't remember the mounts for metallurgy. What are the
17
ratios?
17 and 6?
Thought it was.
A lot of people seem to know this.
17-6, I'm fairly sure. 17-6.
Oh, well.
Oh, at least I got the magma block this time. Okay. And then thorium brass is mostly thorium.
Yes, Tessit, the mining fatigue comes from the thorium because it's radioactive. And we're horrible people.
Yeah, and mining fatigue is, of course, technically super inaccurate. Technically, it should slowly murder you, chop away from your health.
It should be wither, but I think that's a bit too extreme.
Die at some point, but yeah, it's a bit too extreme. Also, it should not give you wither for like a week. Then you should start to get wither and die.
Oh, can you imagine the confusion?
We should do a dedicated data pack that adds like poisoning.
Disease.
So, for example, not disease. So, for example, if you hold the thorium a week later, you get wither and die. If you mine coal a lot, you get black lungs, and two in-game years later, you get wither and die.
Why did Minecraft have to remove colouring books in survival? What?
If you touch too many players in compromising ways, 2 years later you will get wither and die.
Okay, so what are the chances I'm gonna get the Moneo Shamir? Probably 0, right?
Because there's two other options.
Yeah.
You could technically delete those files.
30%.
I don't want to unzip it.
Let's just do it 3 times. We could do it in parallel if Sparks and me were lazy as fuck.
Oh, you got the quantities wrong.
Shoot.
You know, this is why we built autocasters.
Do 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 do. Can
Well,
we?
it's not. Is it? It's not barium. It's malachite. Mal or oh no, ML or copper.
Apparently, if you end your GitHub link with a request w equals false, it hides w equals 1. It hides white space changes.
I just ran the summon band function. Oh, give me a player head, but I think that's because the base function, the base module has to call it, and all it does is, yeah, that's not good. I can't do that. I was gonna just summon one in, but it doesn't work like that.
You can outplay special.
Yeah, but you just get a head called player head with the description Moneo because it's trying to merge it with a different skull, I guess.
If you do it against Sparks and try to strip it on, and then strip it off again.
I'm curious to know if that would work, yeah. Because it doesn't have the only law is the law of the jungle. I mean, what?
The lore of the jungle. Wait, what? You need some tool.
Yeah, it didn't work. The only law is Moneo. It doesn't have the like Shamir or anything in its law. Doesn't have the material tag, yeah.
What's up, Checo? Why
I
is
really
there
have
a
my-
sponge being picked now?
17.
Can I hold your head?
How am I messing this up so badly?
I don't have a head.
Oh, sheesh, there we go. Oh, would you look at that? First try, Moneo.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really? Give me a copy.
Gimme. Thank you.
I can get this stupid thorianite out of my inventory.
Well, that's not a good sign.
I
Did you miss?
don't think so. Maybe they forgot about the golden pickaxe? Just the first thing I went to, because it doesn't have a lot of durability.
I
Yeah, it
guess
seems like they forgot the golden stuff.
they forgot the golden tools.
Maybe they spelled golden wrong.
Oh, that
Yeah,
could
because
be.
gold and golden, you're right.
Can I get a copy?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh no, they just forgot gold entirely.
Oh, did they? Okay, I was about to go
Hey,
check
GP.
that.
Yeah, I was wooden, stone, iron, diamond. Cool.
I
It's
probably
really
Unless
around
that's
right
an
now.
intentional thing and I missed it in the description.
Nope, Sheepy is not around.
I mean, it says the Shamir can be applied to all wood, stone, iron, and diamond tools as well as shears. Gold is not mentioned.
I feel like it
Technically
should
correct.
support gold though.
It should, of course, support all.
I mean,
these.
gold's pretty low already. It just gives you finding fatigue by default. Give a. Does
Just
it
got
apply to
myself a-
swords and stuff too? Oh, well, there'd be no point in applying to swords.
Why? Oh. Yeah, because it won't stop you from mining, right?
Oh, you know, I probably shouldn't put this on a diamond pickaxe to test it.
I know, I've
Well, I'm
I've
getting
just
myself
switched
a
to
diamond
stone.
pickaxe.
There's a stone one on the
Go,
floor
go.
next to you special.
Oh, well, I just made one, so.
I'm just switching to wood.
So this should give me mining fatigue when this pickaxe gets below a certain level. And I realised I
Does
could have
mining
used a
fatigue
wooden
stop you
one.
from attacking mobs?
Whoops.
Ouch.
Well, this is going to be fun.
Oh wow, efficiency 5 on pickaxe. That stone pickaxe works decently well.
Yeah, it does. Not getting
I
any
feel like
effects
haste is
yet.
gonna work great against mining fatigue, because then you're gonna start getting
Oh.
issues. Oops. I forgot I used tildes.
Mine's
We should
getting...
test what happens if you're in the range of a beacon for this.
Uh-huh. Still not getting any effect. Oh, it plays a sound. Oh, it plays like a little... Sounds
Yeah,
like a
it
low health
will.
sound.
There's 2 warning levels, one with the sound and one that limits your mining. For stone, 30 to 21 plays the sound, and then 20 or below should do the thing. Why did I get haste? Oh,
You wanted to test it for a beacon.
well, yeah, I want to see what it does before the beacon first.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like
I know effects sometimes combine weirdly.
could we make the sound something
Ooh.
that sounds more like it's coming from the tool? So for the wood, like a wooden knock, like a knocking, and for iron, like a metallic noise.
It's very reminiscent of the low health noise in Ocarina of Time,
It's very Zelda-y, yeah.
which I heard a lot in the final boss battle, I will have you know.
And if you unequip the tool, it stops, which is also nice. I actually really like this concept.
So
Yeah.
do I.
I do
can
agree
keep
with
mining.
Blue, maybe the sound effect can be tweaked a little.
Golden tools need to be supported.
Oh, the module probably does an MBT pulse on the player if he.
Okay, I'll give them the feedback.
Did you say that the sounds might need tweaking?
I said,
To represent tool
oops,
material?
I said, Boo thinks the sound should be changed. I'm unsure and willing to be
That's
convinced
fine. You
either
can
way.
go for Boo. That's my Halloween name.
Do you need a diamond pickaxe with efficiency 5 haste 2 to insta-mine? Or can you do it with iron?
I guess with high enough haste.
I thought you could do it in... No, I thought you could insta-mine in... I'm trying to do this vanilla.
Fairly sure you need diamond or gold.
Why is Jacko carrying my head around?
Oh, interesting. Even with haste 5, the mining fatigue 2 still takes a reasonable amount of time to kick in, so... It doesn't... It'll stop you from doing it. Okay, I like
I
that.
think it would be better if we changed the sound to something that represents the material noise, or for the wood, like a wood knocking noise, for the metallic ones, like the metal thing sound.
I guess the problem is if you have like a wooden click style beat, it sounds more like the tool is counting. Like it's a timer or
It's a
something.
bomb.
Or a bomb, exactly.
It's gonna explode.
That's my only issue with that
That
idea.
mysterious ticking noise.
Well, I think the
Snape.
beep sound, it breaks the immersion a bit too much. In my opinion.
Dumbledore!
Dumbledore.
Yeah, so the beep sound, I think it
Oh,
breaks
you
the
timed
immersion.
that well, Gio.
Thanks, Gio. But I guess we should
guess that's it
probably
for today.
wrap the stream up because it's 10 past
Oh,
midnight
but
here.
before we wrap this up,
Mhm.
we need to go to the end and see what the guys caught.
Oh, yeah,
Because
that's a
I
good
left them
idea.
barrels.
Oh, cool.
to loot them.
GitHub will tell you how many changes have happened on the pull request since you scrolled down last using the same notifications as like everything else. That's pretty neat. Me like it.
Nobody dropped off the loot. Why did I hear an explosion?
No reason.
Oh.
Tiny Atoms appears to be dropping off their loot now. Maybe?
Bunch of loot in the right barrel. Can we move this? Let me empty my inventory now. We'll move it over. This loot is also
Crop, are you
dependent
still?
on-
Cursed by the ancient goddess.
This loot is also dependent on the biome, so different biomes yield different loots.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Who's the ancient goddess?
I thought
okay.
it was you.
Oh. Hush. Don't reveal my secret. So, one of the things it produces is coarse plant, which you can't get in survival, right? Because you can't
Oh yeah,
get that.
because it's just
right?
like, yeah, it's just a stem part. Does it grow? Like you replace this, does it actually grow, or is it just?
I think it would grow. Pretty sure it would.
Without the flower, it wouldn't.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
This
okay.
is just like a thing if you wanted to build. Oh, it's really glitchy. Wow. I honestly don't know why this is an item.
Wait, why does this?
Look,
Didn't they want to?
you can't place them next to each other.
Yeah, as soon as you place them next to each other, they destroy themselves.
Probably should be removed
don't
from the loot
like-
table then.
They don't like. They don't like company. As soon as you place two, they commit suicide together.
But not if they're on the ground. Oh, yeah.
But
What? What just happened?
Tiny Atoms has a fox face on the back of their head. Is that like that thing where tigers won't attack you if you have a mask that looks like a face on your back? So because it looks like you're always facing them. Or
My
is
guess
it,
is it's
a
supposed to be a mask, but it's.
Foxy Box's
supposed to be a mask.
cosplay?
maybe he's 50%.
I think it's supposed to be a
furry?
mask, but he's taking it off for a minute.
Yeah. He's doing that thing that people do to look cool with baseball caps where you wear them backwards, but
And then squint at the sun.
they've mixed modern culture with traditional ballroom masquerade.
I mean, you can make like a little fence using this.
I mean, it's working. I keep thinking he's staring at me, but he's just fishing. I don't feel any urge to attack him whatsoever, so... Oh, well, I didn't have to kill him anyway. He's just gone and done it himself.
You
Okay,
can make a purple fence.
purple fence. Everybody
Purple fence.
wishes they could
You
be
can
on
also
the
do
purple
that
fence.
without the item. In kind of weird ways.
Okay, let's wrap the stream up here. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching and providing feedback and suggestions, etc., etc. And we will see you next week, probably.
See you guys.
Next time
Bye.
on Game Mode 4.
Stay tuned for previews from our next episode.
And make sure to click the bell and subscribe icon.
Next time
I
on
hate people that do that.
Game Mode 4. Blue's pregnant and specials the father. Dun dun dun.
These skulls
Sparks,
don't
we've
get
got
away
something to
very
tell you.
I'm pregnant and I'm the father.
I'm pregnant. I'm the mother. That's a very non-surprising sentence, by the way.
Oh dear. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Alright,
guys.
see you guys.
Bye.